It's lovely. It's nice and peaceful. It's a fine Thursday here. The weather is getting much, much better. It's starting to get kind of sunny now and much brighter during the day. Which is received because it's been raining for most of the year so far and quite dark, but now it's not. Here we're having a little double espresso. Look, I have 2 or 3 double espressos a day. I probably should cut down a little bit, but sure, look, if you're going to give up coffee, what else are you going to give up next? I'm giving up the beer. I haven't drank in 3 weeks. I'm running loads. Look, you need a vice, a little double espresso. A little bit of chocolate every now and then is no harm either. I was up with my good friend Connor English the other day, and we're thinking about starting a podcast for our film production company, which we haven't really started yet, but we're putting it at the start of all our films now. It's called Station Road Pictures, after the famous Station Road here in Port Arlington. Why? I don't know. I'm not too sure why. Connor kind of came up with, and it just sounds kind of cool, I guess. So that's why we're doing that. And I need to give myself another haircut there. The old hair's getting long. And yes, we're thinking of doing a podcast. I said if we do it every 2 weeks, it'd be good. Do a kind of deep dive on filmmaking process, creative process. Go really in depth on certain parts of it, like, maybe the writing part. We'll go really in depth on the writing, really in depth on the development stage, and all those other stages, and get really in depth on it. Because sometimes when you do the podcast talking about film, you just ramble on about stuff and miss loads of things and miss loads of parts of it. So I think it's good to really zone in on like a specific part and talk shite about it for about 2 hours or something like that. I think it'd be good to do that, because there's many ways of making films, and I've noticed that sometimes it'd be a way of talking to people in the film industry at festivals and things, and they think very differently, and some of the stuff that we do, they think maybe we would like to do that as well. So it's just to kind of show there's many ways to skin a cat, as they say, and just show people that there's alternative ways to do things rather than just the normal route, the Hollywood filmmaking route, or the career filmmaking, or the Netflix filmmaking route, which is good because, that kind of stuff. I was looking at a thing the other day, Connor showed me. It got to do with Stranger Things, and they're showing how from the first, hey, what's up, Kira Delo Reyes, how are you doing? They were showing from the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th how dramatically it changed, and it became a lot more Netflixy, or a lot more like a sci-fi action movie like Marvel. And funnily enough, I rewatched Stranger Things recently, and years ago I used to think that the 4th season was the best season, because when it came out it was so big, right? And but when I did the rewatch, I'm like, no, the 4th season is not the best at all. It's the first and the second the second season. So the first 2 seasons are amazing. They're like the best by miles, because there are a few things, right? The first season is the best one because it was written to be the first season. It's a lot more slower paced. There's way more there's way more development on the characters. You really start to like the characters. The story's quite ambiguous. You don't really know what's going on. They let it breathe a lot. Longer shots. It's shot a bit more moody. It's one thing I saw from this video that we were watching. Kira, thank you for subbing. Thank you very much. Glad to have you here. You are a legend. A little tip of the double espresso to you. Look at that little double espresso we're having here. The first, in this video we watched, they're talking about the cinematography of it all. And the first season was shot observational, kind of, right? Like voyeuristic, where they're kind of watching the characters do stuff. They're from far away. It's shot to make it look, like you're kind of watching the characters. In the third, the fourth, and the fifth, it's very like action. It's very like a Marvel movie or something. So it completely changes, really. I like the third season. It's a bit fun, right? The third season is like a fun one. You kind of, I like the characters are all doing their thing. It kind of lets us all have the characters doing their thing. But in terms of like the story, it's changed a lot. Like it's really forcing the viewer to. It's telling the viewer what to feel, telling the viewer how to understand the story, and it's like they do a lot of like really zooming in shots. And they do a lot of zooming in shots, panning shots, and the colors are very bright and neon-y. Like it is like a different thing altogether. Like if you watch the first two seasons, watch the third one, then you're like, whoa, this is a completely different thing. But I did enjoy the third season when it came out, and I enjoyed the fourth season when it came out. And I didn't mind the fifth season either. I did notice that it was a bit mad, all right. And I felt very tense in it. I noticed that in the fourth and the fifth season. You're very tense the whole way through it. There's that niceness, isn't there? That nice feeling you get in the first and the second one. It balanced the dark with the nice. So, Dylan, my neighbour just passed away. Oh no, that's awful. That is not good. I'm sorry to hear that, if that is true. I have to be very skeptical of everyone I'm here. I feel like this could be a follow-up with a big joke. Like a Moe's Tavern. I'm turned into Moe from Moe's Tavern. If it's not, I'm sad to hear that. That's bad. But season 4 is good. I was enjoying it, but I noticed that I'm not as mad to watch it. I think, the characters, they're more based, like, there's less development of character relationships, I think. And it's more like an action movie. And I was very tense the whole way through. And the first two are more mysterious and lovely, and I have to say that the Stranger Things. Oh no, you're in my car. Oh my god. No, that's crazy. My name is Calvin Doyle. That is true. Oh no, he passed away in my sitting room. Oh Jesus. Well, you better ring an ambulance or something, I think. It's dangerous. Yeah, you better do that. Don't that I would do that. Ring them. Anyway. But anyway, the music really makes the first season of Stranger Things anyway as well. That's fucking epic music. The other thing, like the music is really building the atmosphere of it, right? This is a big thing in films I know. Is that music is building the atmosphere. That's when the music is fucking the best. But in the later seasons, which was pinpointed in this video that I watched, I think the guy was called Potato Man or something like that. Mr. Potato. I can't remember what he's called. But the music in the fourth and the fifth, he was saying, is progressing the story. Like the music is bringing the story along. And that is one thing I notice when I'm making a film. I don't like the music to tell the story. I like the music to enhance the atmosphere rather than telling the story. Kira says she is a monster outside at 3 a.m. Oh no. Sosa Ribeiro, Euphoria. I think you're referring to the double espresso here. I nearly have it all gone now. I don't normally let the double espresso cool down, and then I'll just drink it all. I don't know if that's the way you're meant to drink it. In Ireland, everyone thinks you're crazy drinking double espressos. They don't really drink double espressos over here that much. I know they drink them in Italy all the time. What's the story over where ye are? Where are all ye from? No, it is yummy. Once you go double espresso, you can't go back, you see, because I used to drink all sorts of fucking coffees, but then I got into the double espresso and I can't go back. It's the the big, I feel like a big latte or a cappuccino, they're like big milkshakes. They're just meaningless. The amount of stuff in it is just pointless to me. I don't really get it. But yeah. But anyway, that was my view on the Stranger Things thing. I think as a collection, it's very different, which is good, I think. But the guys that made it, the Duffer Brothers, they're very young when they made the first one. They're only like 30. I know that doesn't sound very young, but in terms of like making films, that's quite young. And I think it just fucking took off because it was so good. But it's funny how I'm always conscious of this, like not to forget what made things good for myself. I like to write that down. And you know, the first 2 seasons was what made it be so big, and then they got loads of money, and then they were just like, let's just make it bigger and bigger, which you can't blame them because it's their first time doing that, and they just kept making it bigger and bigger. But as they say, bigger's not always better. And yeah, so it started out like these kids who were stumbled, these normal people who stumbled across this kind of supernatural thing, and then it ended like they're having a big monster fight at the end, which is nuts. You're 8 years old. Oh my god! You don't be drinking any double espressos when you're 8 years old. That'd be crazy. As you'd be in bits. You wouldn't want to be drinking double espresso at 8. You want to be starting on the latte. The latte is the good beginner coffee. Then you move up to the cappuccino. And from the cappuccino, then you move to the Americano. From the Americano, then you move to the espresso. So it's a long journey. It's not all going to happen straight away. Take your time with it. That's what you got to do. Yeah, so that's really, that's that. I don't know what else. I'm releasing a video today. It's called Getting Sober with Super Mario. I'm going to release that when I go home. I'll do it around 2 or 3 o'clock today. And I came out to do a live because I said I was going to do lives, but I'd find it hard to get in and do all the lives all the time because you're busy during the day. But it's good to do it. Your mother is 40 and your dad is 41. Well, that's very good. I am 35. I'm not that much younger than your mother. Oh, CB the third's in the house. What's going on, man? CB, we're just having a double espresso here. I'm after finishing it. Look at that. That's all gone in now. Gone into me. Delicious. I'm talking about music. We were talking about music, CB, in film, and how we don't like. Well, I don't like when the music is telling the story too much. I prefer when the music is enhancing the atmosphere of the world of the film. That's a personal preference of mine, though, because some films do that really well, but it's a fine balance. It has to be either your thing or not. My opinions on things can change like the wind, but I personally don't like that. I personally don't like using that, but it can be done right. Nice. What kind of coffee you be having, CB? That's okay. Don't worry about your hair is okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Look, I need to shave my head. It's getting long. It's still quite cold over here. I think it's like 2 degrees. I was wearing a little hat to keep me warm. But yeah, beanies. I'm eating loads of beans at the moment as well. Bean curry, bean and lentil curry, bean and lentil bolognese. Yeah, you like that hair? It's serious, right? It's cool style, right? It's my own kind of thing. I do my own hair. I invented this style of hair myself. There's been this dog missing around where I live right since like before Christmas. It's a little dash hound. Is that what they're called? And it's sad. It got away. Someone was walking it, I think, and the dog ran away. It got spooked and ran away, and then they couldn't find it. And it's been missing ever since. Now, I think they think someone stole the dog, but it's still missing. And that's what now? 6 months? 6 months the dog's missing now, is it? Which is really sad. But I see they have a sign up here: €1,500 reward to save the dog, to give the dog back, because I think they think someone took it. Doesn't seem like it's coming back. Would you be ever able to get over that now? You'd be out searching for the dog forever. Do you have to give up at some stage, or what do you do? Do you move on? I don't know. The Philippines. I'm a big fan of the Philippines. I follow this guy who rescues dogs over there in the Philippines. Actually, strangely enough, an Irish guy. He was like an addict. He was a drug addict. Moved to the Philippines, just start rescuing stray dogs. And he does videos on them all the time. I can't remember what his name is, but I got really invested in one time. Sad though, then it didn't end well. But I had to stop watching that stuff. I've read that greyhound racing is being outlawed. I've mixed feelings, but probably for the best. Yeah, you know, where's it being outlawed? Is it being outlawed in Ireland? No, it wouldn't be in Ireland. I wouldn't say they've loads of stakes in it. Is it being outlawed in America? I have mixed feelings about that as well, right? I think it's a good thing, but it's also kind of a bad thing as well. Is it being outlawed in Ireland? Oh my God, I can't believe that. Because it's a big industry over here, you know that? But you know what, look, to tell you the truth, right? If you go around anywhere in Ireland and people take in rescue dogs, you know, like they go to like a pound and they take in rescue dogs. People do that a lot over here. All of the dogs are greyhounds or lurchers or mix, because there's people breed them, and then if they're not good, they just get rid of them. And literally anyone that has a rescue dog, they're nearly all like lurchers or a mix of greyhound. So it is bad, and they don't be treated well. And there's loads even in town here roaming around wild, like greyhound, lurcher kind of dogs. So it probably is a good thing that it's... Now, I know some people would be taking really good care of them, but then there'd be others that wouldn't. What are you holding? Is it poop? This? No, that's not poop. It's a hat. But I'm holding in a poop. Maybe I'll go into the woods and do a poop live on the stream. Yeah, so it probably is a good thing. Yeah, fuck greyhounds, yeah. I felt the same about, you know, they don't really use animals in shows that much anymore. I was watching Squid Games. I love Squid Games. I watched the 3rd season, and they had like a AI or a CGI'd fucking dog, a Rottweiler, a CGI Rottweiler. And literally, I turned off after it. I just couldn't believe this. It looks so stupid. It was really bad CGI as well. It kind of just took me straight out of the whole show. I didn't like it. So yeah, that's what I don't like that. It's crap. Okay, money corrupts. That's very true. Money does corrupt. There's a dog going mad over here. Real loud. Yelping. What is that? Some people buy dogs. They don't know how to I think it's integrate them, or what is it? You socialize them. They don't socialize them. And it's normally them little small dogs, isn't it? And then they're all yelping like mad and barking at everyone. I think when the dog is small, people don't take it serious, that they feel like they don't need to socialize them. The big dogs, they try socialize because they're more dangerous, but... Money corrupts. Red body hair. Watching all movies where the horses get mangled is pretty tough to watch. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, CB. I meant to say I was giving out about them not using the real dog, but then I was like, that's it's probably a good thing. You know what I mean? It's probably a good thing that they're not doing that anymore. And then in it as well, I don't know if anyone's seen it. There's spoiler alert, right, for Squid Games, but they use a CGI baby in it as well. I was like, oh, it's not bad. But it's probably good they're not using babies. Because it's actually hard to watch, I find, when, when they're using a newborn baby and it's crying. They're making the baby cry. I don't like that in movies. I purposely not putting babies in them. Oh, in Squid Games. Yeah. Yeah. Red bodyguard. Black bodyguard, is it? Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, little dogs are many times very annoying. It is the same animal. Yeah, exactly. It's just that they're smaller. Sometimes the little dogs start the fights. Do you ever notice that? They're the ones that start the fights. There's a lot of people over here that they don't put their dogs on a lead, for some reason. They just let them walk without a lead. And that's okay in certain areas, but then, when you're walking through walking through the town where loads of people are, and they don't have the dog on a lead. Like, I have little kids, I'll be walking with little kids, I don't know who the person is, don't know what they're like with dogs. I don't know what that's about. One day, right, I saw somebody walking with a German Shepherd off the lead. And it's like, yeah, it's so crazy. Like, man. And the girl that was walking was about 16, so I don't know, like, that's not good. No matter how good the dog is, it might not even be the dog's fault if something happens. Could be someone else, but just put a lead on it in a crowded area. What are they trying to do? It's like a weird tough thing or something, is it? Or I don't know. Rebellious. Rebel somewhere else. Don't get the dog involved. One time I kind of got in a fight with a guy, an argument with a guy up here, actually, in the woods. I was, one of my kids was really young and I went for a walk in the woods. I was after not been sleeping for a while, and I was kind of like, let's go for a walk in the woods. So I went up to go for a walk in the woods. I'm walking along, kids like 2, right? And this guy had 2 dogs, a farmer guy, I didn't like him anyway, just by the look of him. I was already annoyed at him because the way he was going on, the way he was acting. And he had 2 collie dogs with him, and they're running around like mad off the lead in the public woods, right? So the dogs came running by, and I picked up my daughter, and then he goes to me, "Is she nervous?" And it just really annoyed me. And then I was like, "What do you mean, is she nervous?" I was like, "You just have your dogs running around there, not on the lead. I don't even know who you are or anything." He's like, "Huh. Oh, we're allowed to have them off the lead or something." Like, he started bringing up some law. Then I actually was like, "Man, I don't give a shite what you're allowed to do. I don't care. Just go away from me." And then he said something else, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't care." And then he walked off, tick. And then I had to go walk around the woods for like half an hour to cool down. I was kind of fucking furious. It's like, I should have fucking. But I had to give up on that because everyone just does it. Everyone's at that stuff then. CB the Turd. My brother had his face ravaged by a dog when we were kids. Sick, man. That's terrible. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, just put them on the lead. What is the big deal? Go to a dog park. Like, people. Do you know what the problem is as well? Is like the really dangerous dogs, the people that are attracted to buying them a lot of the time are people that can't mind them. They just buying them. They're immature people buying them to think that it's like an extension of masculinity and to look cool. And then they have a big, massive pit bull or something, and they're like fucking drug addict or something with a big. Basically, they own a tiger, and then the dog gets out, and then they're like, whoa, and then you're like, man, like, you need to. For dogs that are dangerous, like dogs, there should be like protocol, I think, where You know, you need to do a license thing or something to know that you combine them. You can't just be like just this random person owning them. They're hard. They're a lot of responsibility. Dax Anderson, what's up, man? We're in the woods here, drinking a little coffee. I hope you're doing good. Is your lovely lady here today? She was here the last day. And we're in the same spot. CB the third, yeah, everyone under 5'10" seems to want a pit bull. Exactly, man. Like, there's this person around where I'm living, like, they're not capable of minding a dog. And they have one of them, like, Bully XL. Anyway, it was going around biting people because it kept getting out. They weren't able to keep it in the house. And it bit a few people and it was reported. And I don't know what happened. Nothing really happened. The dog warden doesn't seem to do anything. And then a few weeks ago, the dog got out. And this is like months after it used to be biting people. And it looked like, oh, it was so malnourished, man. It was like... You ever see when them lions get separated from the pack in a wildlife documentary? Like, they're completely separated from the pack. And they're real skinny and they're like dying, basically. That's what the dog looked like. And it had only been this big massive thing, so they obviously weren't feeding it or anything. It's really sad. And people weren't going around trying to rescue it then, because, you know, you get people who love dogs then as well, and they think that the dogs can do no wrong. But I knew the dog, so I was kind of saying that, I know you want to go rescue it. Like, there was these women that were going to go rescue it, but he's like, the dog's actually dangerous as well, though. Like, they're still dangerous, especially probably if it's starving. It'd probably be angry, but... Anyway, the warden came and took them all. They took another dog as well, so they're in, hopefully, getting the care they need. CB says, I wish we had a woods to drink coffee in. Would there be woods around there? No, I think we're very lucky for woods here. Very lucky. Because there's loads of woods here. There's 3 woods. 3 separate wooded areas that you can go to for a little walk. Will we go for a little walk in the woods? Let's go. Let's do it. Houses and chain restaurants. That's not great, right? Look at this, man. Little tractors. That's cool. Look at this. Little kids' toys. Cool. And kind of spooky. The kids probably down here playing down here. It's a little camps. Some beer cans as well. Tuborg. Any Tuborg in America? Probably not. Tuborg's a real cheap beer over here. A few dodgy lads would probably be drinking, you know. Where can we go here? We probably can't go too far. Oh, it's proper woods. Look at that. As far as the eye can see. There's a better way back here. I'll go back. Kind of gonna have the beaten track here. Bit dodgy. No animals to eat me either. Safe. The only one that could eat me is another person. Probably not very likely that that would happen, really. Likelihood of that is quite small, I'd say. I'll go over this way. We were up here last week, so. Which way they face the camera? They face it out to the woods. There's a hole in my pocket that keeps the keys keep falling out. Yeah, this way is cool. This is where I was the other day. I made my video yesterday up here. Got loads of nice shots. Look at this area, it's cool, look. Kind of like out of a movie. You might see some hawks and stuff sometimes. Excellent. Well, anyway, guys, I think I better go. It's been good talking to you. I'm gonna go for a little walk now in the woods. Their video is uploading tonight. Or today, soon enough. Getting sober with Super Mario. See you there.